Okay, I got to turn some little tiny plugs. uh, they need to fit in. They need to fit in here and here. And what I'm going to do is when I put this plug in, I'm going to put a drill through there so that I don't mess up and plug that hole with it. And it should be, I drilled with a 52. So how far over did it drill? Or did it drill right on 52? Oh, that'll work. This size will work right here. And let's mic this to make sure. I'll lay this over here. Just want to make sure that I'm going down the right path here. Yeah, so 55. I want to make a 55 thou plug. Little short one though. It don't have to be very long. Who turned this over like that? And line that up right here. Oh, phone's making noises. I need to get my 1, 2, 3 block. And I just hold it up. When I line my tool post up, I just hold it up against that with 1, 2, 3 block in there and then tighten it up. That way I know it's straight. At work, I was able to go all the way up. That's why I keep going like this, and then I go, oh, I got to get my 1, 2, 3 block because I can't get there. I can't get there on my machine. It just, I would be able to if it wouldn't be for the silicone in the back, I guess. All right, here we go. I better give it a little bit of a oil run here. Okay. Get the oil circulating first. I haven't run it today. It's snowing out. They're calling for 9 more inches of snow. We just had 14 the other day. Quite honestly, I don't mind it. I don't mind the snow. I have my tractor over there with the snowblower, heated cab, so blowing snow is no big deal. And I blew the neighbors out. It was no big deal. What's going on here? Oh. You dummy. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong gear. It's going to run like that. So, okay. Still not doing it right here. There we go. And we'll see what size that is and enter it in the old readout. We got 169. All right, enter that in. 0.169. Enter. And we want to take it to 55. All right, 55. And we don't need it very long either. Lengthwise, this first one would be a length of 50 thou. All right. Am I going to be able to catch that? I'll take a grooving tool here. What is it? I can't remember what that grooving tool width is. I'm thinking it's 50. Yep. All right. We'll go in here and touch with that. And go over 100. Right. Back out. Go over 100. That should be about the length that I need right there. We'll see if I can catch it. Wow. I bumped my fingers into the... I felt it on my little finger. Not there though, bounced out. Or did it? No, it didn't. It's right here. Wow. I'll have to file it off, the little spud for the... Boy, I'm going to lay that. I gotta lay it somewhere where I can find it again. Well, we're going to do it on the other bench over there, so I'm just going to lay it right here for now. And the next one can be just a little bit longer in the same size. That one can be about 100 thou long. All right. We don't have enough material there. Back out. The other tool back in. Crank her into 55. And 55. All right, now there should be enough room. Touch. Zero it. Now we can go 150. And that would be, okay. That would be the length. Felt it hit my hand. There it is, hiding under the chips. All right. Got the 2 plugs. Now let's go see if we can put them in. All right. I'm going to do that over on the other bench. So I'm going to shut you off here and we'll move over there. Okay, I decided to do it on the surface plate. There's the 2 little plugs. So the first one we want to put in is the narrow or the short one, and I'm going to put this drill through the hole, the intersecting hole. Pick up this short one. Well, I got to get a tweezers. There's no way I'm going to get that in there with my fingers. And I got a couple tweezers over here somewhere. I use them on my electrical soldering station, and I got fingernail clippers. And I know I've got 2. If I can find them, damn it. Dad, burn it. Huh. Nowhere to be found. Where did I use them last? Right here. I use them. This is about the only place that I use them. They gotta be here. Just gotta be underneath all the stuff. I got parts for this thing laying everywhere. Huh. Well, am I going to try to get it in there with my fingers, or am I going to continue looking? Oh, there it is. It's on the other surface plate. I don't know what I was doing over there, but I don't know if I should put some Loctite on these or not. Oh! Oh, that wasn't cool. Slipped off of it wrong. Even with the tweezers, it sucks. Little bastard. Now I can't get a hold of it with the tweezer here. I'm afraid of squeezing it too hard and shooting it out like a little pea shooter. I'm going to take these safety glasses off. That might help a little bit. So, oh, you know what? You know what I should do is put a little dab of grease on it, and then it'll. The only thing is, then the Loctite. If I do put Loctite on, ain't gonna. But it would keep it from doing that. Keep it from taking a fly and flying around. Trying to grab it by the end so that I ain't doing that. But that little shoulder on there is what's causing me to have difficulties. Just about went flying again. It hit my knuckle on my hand. I'm going to get an X-Acto knife. See if I can't. I was just thinking of something my wife says, that when I'm working on something like this, my tongue is hanging out. I just caught myself with my tongue hanging out. Yeah, I just about had it. I didn't want to put too much of a lead, a chamfer, or anything on it, because there is very little room for it to seal. Although this one here really wouldn't have to have a plug, because it's going to have a gasket anyway where the piece will fit on. So by rights, it wouldn't matter if it was plugged or not. Oh, I thought I had it there for a second. I'm going to have to get my magnifying spectacles out, I think. I'm holding it with my thumbnail up against that rail, or that diameter there. Ah. Oop, don't do that. I was just checking to see if there was a burr or something on it, and maybe trying to get a little bit of a... I don't know how much of this you can see, if anything. I don't know if that was running or not, the camera. I'm going to get my spectacles out here. Oh, the lens is missing out of them. Where's the lens? They usually have a lens in them. It's sitting here without a lens. Huh. Unless I took the lens out and put it away. Let's see, what do I want? All right, let's try this one. I gotta wipe them off though. They got a lot of fingerprints on them. This is 1.5 power. There we go. Now to fit them on my fat head. Take my hat off. Helps quite a bit to see. Oh. If I got it like that, if I can take a little punch and tap it down, and if it'll slide over into the hole, if it's misaligned. Let's get a little tiny punch. Tiny punch with a flat end. Oh, I'm looking. I gotta get my punch set out, I guess. I thought I had one in the top here. Get my punch set out. This one right here. And I don't need anything heavy to. I don't need anything heavy to tap on it. I just need my little brass. This one will work. Come on. Oh, I thought I had it started. I got it started now, I think. It's not up against the drill yet. Ah! It is up, it's up against the drill now. I've seen the drill move, I think. I'm gonna get my little tapping hammer instead of that. My little plinking hammer to knock stuff down with. It's a little overkill, but It's rounding it off and it's sticking up, but I'll hit that with a file and you'll never know it's there. Now, is that going to stay in there? Let me file that off once and make sure. Won't lose that one. And make sure that it's going to stay. Let's get a file. I'm going to get a jeweler's file and pattern file. Let's see. That won't work. Like I say, there's a gasket that's going to go up against this. Let's make sure that the nose piece will fit on there the way it's supposed to. Yep, that fits on there. Fits on there snug and tight and just the way it's supposed to. All right, so now the next one goes the other way. That one can be a little bit longer, which it is. This in here is almost long enough I can get her started. Oh, that one fell right in. That hole must be a little bit bigger. Come on out of there now. I want to come out. I'll see if I can put some air in it and pop it out of there. Dad, burn it. Yeah, it didn't take much. So, 55 is too small. Let's go over here on the drills and see what I got. That'll 55. All right. I'll go just a little bit bigger. I'll make another one. And I don't know if you want to watch my struggles with getting it put in or not. So, but I'm going to cut away and go make another one. Okay, I got the plugs in. Now I want to check to make sure we have, should be, this one here I can hold shut with my finger, and there should be some coming out of that hole right there. This is carburetor choke cleaner. I'm just going to stick it in the hole there. Looks good. We got a winner. All right. Phew. That was work getting that plug in. That was quite a hassle.